second lesson in Zen, the self that seeks to assert itself is an illusion, a mirage, a misunderstanding. Buddhism teaches and developmental psychology agrees that the human mind works by highlighting apparent differences between things, between this and that, good and bad, right and wrong. And it goes way back to infancy. As you'll remember, when we're only 2 or 3 months old, we start to differentiate what is me from what is not me, what suits me from what does not suit me. And before long, we come to believe that there is a definite entity, called in my case Roger, around whom the world revolves and to whom the world owes an explanation. We interpret everything that happens in terms of how it affects us. We read self into everything we experience, in much the same way that we think we see human faces in random objects. You're doing it now. You're thinking you see signs of selfhood when in fact none exist. The faces you see are illusions, misinterpretations of what are actually impersonal random events. And Zen teaches that the self we each think we are is likewise an illusion, a fiction. It's a persuasive and a convenient fiction, sure, but a fiction nevertheless. What I call Roger and whatever you call whatever your name is in reality, like the sound of the gong, nothing more than a temporary configuration of perceptions, sensations, emotions, thoughts, memories, imaginings arising in one particular brain. And so that creating personal identity is just something that brains do. Mine spends most of its time Rogering. Helen's does a lot of Helening. Myers creates the impression of being Mayur. If you sit in meditation and quietly observe the coming and going of your thoughts, this is the realization that dawns on you. Because Zen isn't a religion in the usual sense, it's a training program. And by training yourself to observe the flow of your own awareness, you start to see what the world looks like free of the distorting effect of self. So that it becomes less important to emphasize the things that seem to make us different from other people. It doesn't seem quite so important to be right, or to understand what's going on, or to feel in control of events, or to be thought well of.